for those of you watching in the future on YouTube. Ooh-wee, welcome to part 35 of our Let's Roleplay run of Starfield, officially in NG+1 universe. And we just started working on the UC Vanguard faction questline. I think we have access, to like all the major ones now, and we're just kind of progressing them as we want to. So yeah, if you are a new or returning viewer, make sure you check out our socials. Twitter, we always tweet out when I'm live. If you ever want to come check us out on Twitch, obviously, twitch.tv link will be there as well, Flip Gaming TV on Twitch. And yeah, you guys are here to see another episode of our Starfield Let's Play. Appreciate you guys. If you end up liking the video, and you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, dropping a like on the video. But it's time. So chat, let's get started. Okay. So I think I only need to do one thing, chat. I gotta keep Starfall because I think that'll be what we use today. I gotta do one thing, chat. Okay. The one thing I need to do is make sure that my voice is loud enough. Because the game should be. Let me turn monitor off and see. We'll raise it if we need to. Probably in-game. Let me go to game capture, monitor off. Okay, so I can like hear the game over stream. I'm wondering if how much can I raise it? All right, let's move my mic to a more. This is probably a more regular position for today. So we go to settings, audio. Honestly, I think we can raise the music to like 65. I think that'll be fine, chat. Yeah, that seems to be good. Okay. Monitor and output. And then we mute stream. Alright, easy, chat. I just want to make sure that you guys are getting a clear hearing of my voice. If you're watching on like 15% volume, you know, window and 15% device volume, you might have a hard time, I can imagine, but you're probably going to have a hard time hearing the game as well. So hopefully at that level, you can at least still hear me to some amount. Trying to keep myself to the mic closer now. I've done my best to kind of more mitigate the chat. The potential for, what's it called, chat? Oh my god, distortion. It might still be like on the high end if you're max, but...
Is that really her? Adrian.
Percival. My god, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hassling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say...
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back.
Here we go, chat. It just looks like
low gravity here. Less effort to move, but
muscle memory may work against you. Send you to the moon, chat. You
the
just,
red eyes are
you jump like you're on Earth, and next thing you know, you're like 50 miles up.
It would be difficult to conceal.
Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
Look at that solid bit
Makes
right
two
too.
of us.
Pretty
I
consistent.
hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble.
A little more gunfire than I usually like on my delivery jobs. I'm thinking it was no walk in the park. Too much trouble is exactly how I described the experience I just had.
That's definitely not what I thought I was signing you up for. But thank you.
You're honestly not welcome,
So,
but here we are,
were you
chat.
two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Oopsies.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old terrormorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the Cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we
boy.
can kiss that approach goodbye.
Here we go, chat.
I didn't think the cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on 2 conditions. 1, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And 2, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us.
United Colonies Native. Okay. Doesn't sound like run-of-the-mill data you're after. I think you owe me an explanation.
Of course. You deserve the full story.
Yeah, chat. It's time.
Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xenowarfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago.
in chat.
And the UC military cut us loose for what we'd done.
Was wondering if you're ever going to share that nugget with me.
Oh. You already knew. I'm sorry about that. It didn't seem relevant in the moment, and well, it's not something I'm exactly proud of. But it was
Easy.
during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying terrormorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the Colony War. Under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it.
And why should I trust you with this data? How do I know it's not dangerous?
Because the Terrormorph project was doomed from
Hey,
the
Dom.
start.
I see you.
Terrormorphs are too
Appreciate you,
mean,
bro. Hope you're
too
doing well. If
smart,
you're sleeping,
too
hell
hungry
yeah.
to be used in combat. Trust us, we tried.
Noodle,
The
I
data
see you
that's in
too,
the
by the way.
archives, it's historical
you guys
write-ups,
hanging out here.
anatomical notation, food chain analyses. I doubt they would have even classified it if it didn't have a xeno-warfare logo on it. You have my word. It's not a threat.
Why wouldn't the cabinet agree to help us?
I mean, I hope they will. But accessing the archives, it's not 100% up to them. They'll also need the consent of the other signatories of the Colony War Armistice, the Freestar Collective and House Varun, in
Wonderful.
order to unlock it.
Since neither group is exactly on great terms with the UC at the moment, for various reasons.
Exactly. It's going to mean negotiations and deals and plenty of diplomatic legwork to see this through. But I don't see a better option to solving what's going on here. So it's gonna be up to us to get them on board.
All
right. I'm gonna go get
Sorry,
this work
chat.
up into the cabinet's hands. I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it.
Oh, hello.
Okay. We got paid like 12k credits. What? Meet Hadrian at New Atlantis. Mass District. Okay, chat. I think we're gonna, like I said, for episode 35, I think we're just gonna focus in on the return of the Terrormorphs. It's gonna be our episode title, right? So it would make sense that we would kind of focus in on this, and then in the next episode, we're gonna kind of progressing to advancing other stuff elsewhere. We'll probably start the episode after this one will probably start with scooping up powers. We may do a main mission or two. I kind of want to poke around with the Ryujian stuff and see what the next steps there are going to be, and at least pick them up maybe even do them. We'll see. I also want to check in on the pirates and stuff like that, right? I want to progress that quest line. We successfully made it through our first test without anyone being dead and the UC people being pissed at us, so I guess you have to keep that guy alive and send him to Sistef, or they get angry because everyone's dead. I should have done the out of ship, have them kill him, and then just, you know, and then just leave. But I feel like they'd still get pissed. So. Okay, that doesn't actually operate. In Moloch, Zosma, Ulf, and Decaran systems. Oh, wait, is that a thing? It tells you where you can go fight Varoons? Dude, their gear is actually work. Oh, is that a way to farm money? Yeah, chat, we don't have the cargo capacity to do that right now, right? I'd need to turn that 1 into a 4. But to do that, we need to be able to stick bigger engines on this thing. So for right now, chat, we only have 100K. 100K does not engine, weapons, it doesn't, like, cargo, yeah. We can't upgrade all of that for 100K. We're gonna need like 400 or 500K. And honestly, if we accumulate that amount, I want to put it into a ship that we're going to get in the near future. Ooh, that's what we can do in that next episode. I like this gun. All right, so, like I said, we're gonna continue along this faction quest line. Today is probably gonna be UC Vanguard Day. Now that we're involved in the return of the terrormorphs. Talk to Vladimir to locate temples, investigate brownouts in the well. Don't care about those. We may not be doing that quest line this run, chat. There's a lot of like activities that lead to like side missions or quests or stuff like that that I just probably won't do this run. We're trimming the fat, chat. All the interesting stuff I want to explore as fully as possible in terms of what Starborn gives us access to, do additional universes, maybe change how those quests work, or maybe the people involved, if,
Security
say,
here is
XYZ
so
person
visible.
didn't survive
I suppose it makes
to
people
that
more
point
comfortable.
in that reality.
Most people.
Hell, I want to
anyway.
see the plant world, chat. I want to see the plant
Captain!
constellation.
Over here.
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it.
Ding!
But listen,
Hadrian,
I know I should have been more
Sanon,
forthcoming
and
about
Timothy
who I was earlier.
Allen, please
So,
report to the
in the
council
interest
chambers.
of full disclosure,
Ding!
there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might
boy.
seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus, woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin, a title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
Ooh, it's Saturday. Hi, Anna. How are you doing? How is your morning going? Did you get some good sleep? I slept in today, Anna. I slept the hell in and then just mulled around and did nothing for like 3 hours before I actually hopped on stream. Yeah, bro, I slept last night too. Oh my god, it was so good. But the shitty part about it is I woke up and I was still tired. So like body-wise, like the body feels good, but I'm definitely still tired and I hate it. I hate it so much. I just want to like sleep one night and actually feel rested. Like my body feels good, but yeah, I'm still tired. Sag. Sag. Yeah, but Anna, that's like I'm starting to look at it more of a as more of a like state of mind thing. So I'm just treating it as if my body feels fine, we're fine, and we just go with it. Are there others from your program still out there? Other clones? Your clone of a man, how's that work? A non-trivial amount of gene editing.
A non-trivial amount of gene editing.
But yeah, and
Clone,
I'm just chilling this morning.
honestly, isn't even really the right term for our relationship.
I think
Thanks to the amount of donor
Mike
material
McNoodle
that
and
was
Dom are
required to
both
bring
at
me
work,
into this
but
world.
they're also
He and I
chilling
are
in here
different on more
in the
than a few
background.
levels.
I swear Dom is always in here.
There's no
I literally
denying the
check
fact we're
users in chat when I'm
inextricably
offline
linked.
sometimes, and literally Dom's always there. It's kind of crazy. I love it. Oh. Doesn't sound like they succeeded. No.
No. They made a pretty grave miscalculation. The man I was
Anna,
cloned
you would be
from,
surprised. My
father,
computer is almost the
was
same.
executed
I
for
had to
acts
set
he
it up
committed
so
during the
that
war.
if I
man
put it to
caused
watch
a lot of
something when I'm
death
going to sleep, that
on
it
both
turns
sides.
off
Freestar
after I pass
Collective,
out. Or
and
mine still
UC.
would be as well.
military, and civilians.
Well,
And
here's the
the
crazy
things
thing,
he
right? So
did,
I've
well,
had Max now
they're a part of the
for-
reason the
since I
UC
think I got
and
my first one
Freestar
in
Collective
2010.
aren't really on great terms to this
And
day.
the last two Max I
so
had,
my involvement, it could be another
mind you, I didn't
obstacle
like
they throw
stream
at us
from
up
these,
there.
right?
I just wanted
Both
you to
of
be
them
forewarned.
lasted at least 6 to 7 years, and they were on like 24/7. Because I got my first one in college. Yeah, those things were on 24/7. And they lasted like 6-7 years. I'm telling y'all, Macs are better than PCs. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, but integrated graphics. Let me tell you right now, when I'm playing games on my Mac and they're maxed out, it doesn't feel like integrated graphics. When I'm getting like 60 to 120 FPS on a Mac playing a video game. Yeah, it's like, but you know, if you can max out the game, does it really matter? I know some people want to have like 480 FPS, so
Nerves
I mean, you
kicking
know,
in.
to each their own. At that point, I understand. But like, I have 96 gigs of RAM, right? Like, that's plenty. I won't need an upgrade for this, probably. The only reason that I would replace this like next year or the year after is if they release the M3 Max chips. I wanted to wait for the M3, but I needed to switch to capture card, so I had to go ahead and grab this. Luckily, if I have to switch, they're going to give me a nice piece of cheddar for this one. I already asked them, and it's like replacing this with the M3 Max at whatever it would cost is not going to actually cost me that much. It'll cost less than this did, that's for sure. Oopsies, you're not your father if the cabinet doesn't see that. Okay, let's start. What did your father do to merit being executed?
He had his men open fire on civilian
But yeah,
ships
so
during the
and
Battle of Cheyenne.
Max are just so good.
A battle that he ultimately
really
ended
are.
up losing anyway.
And mine, like
devastating
all
the
of
UC
mine,
fleet
none
and
of them have
bringing the
ever
colony
felt
war
like
to
they
an
slowed
ugly end for
down
the UC.
until I bought a new one. And just think about that.
He's
Like
also
the one I
one
just
who
replaced
ordered
was
the
a
bombing
mid
of the
2015.
Londinian spaceport during their outbreak, condemning
It was a mid
countless
2015.
lives. Both
I
sides
gave
agreed
that
the settled
to my
systems would
mom,
be better without
and
him.
it runs perfectly for her. So it's kind of crazy because like that I didn't just get rid of that my previous either. Like I gave that to someone who's now using it, and it is faster than the newer PC that they had. So it's kind of crazy how good they are. Wow, and I thought my family was messed up.
My areas of expertise are pretty specific, but messed up families are up there.
I think Amos would say that. He had a
while
pretty
we've
rough
got a
upbringing,
second,
chat.
Was there anything else?
Maybe
we
not
needed to
messed up
discuss?
family though.
I know you got
Amos
dropped
didn't
into
really
the
have a
middle of
messed
this
up
pretty
family. Yeah,
fast.
he kind of did.
Or if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here.
I don't have literally anything to do right now in this game, lady. Your eyes, they're red. Is that a result of the cloning process?
That's actually a souvenir from my time on Mars. The Red Devils unit I was a part of. They were founded by recruits who'd worked some of Mars' deepest mines. Folks used to adversity. The dust at those depths, it seeps into everything. The human eye included. Where the name Red Devils came from in the first place. It became an unwritten rite
What?
of passage that anyone wanting to enlist with the Devils
No, Anna.
had to do a stint in the mines before they could join
am I
up.
hearing?
The Devils were...
Bro, oh my god. What she is saying, chat, is the reason that the UC military unit, based out of Mars, known as the UC Red Devils, the reason they were called the Red Devils is because that Martian dust it's so permeating that it seeps into everything, including the human eye. Bro, get me out of here.
Always
I hate
talked
it here.
about
This
in
place
such
is scary.
revered
I'm
tones
never
during my
going. Chat. We're
training,
never
so
going back to
As
Mars.
soon as I was old
We're never
enough,
going back to
I
Mars.
signed up. And the eyes
She
were my
part of
party
a
gift.
cult. We're leaving. Luckily, we're not on Mars right now, so we don't have to worry about that. No, actually, I think I have our Amos as having red eyes too. So he totally could have been Martian born. Maybe I wonder if there's a option when you're doing character creator to make a Martian born person. Are you willing to tell me any more about your father? Any suggestions? So honestly, what are the risks? Let's ask what the risks
Eye
are.
strain from the amount of reading I've
We
got
are
on the
leaving Mars and
horizon
we are
if
not
succeed.
returning.
The TERRORMORPH project never
They don't
went
even have
anywhere.
good ship parts
It
there
couldn't.
anyway. It's dog shit
They are
place.
deadly creatures, but they aren't xenoweapons. The cabinet not opening the archives is probably a bigger risk than them handing over the files. That data itself isn't
Look,
dangerous.
a scorpion
which probably
Pokemon
wouldn't be a bad point
has
for us to
entered
bring
the
up,
chat.
should the opportunity arise.
Scorpions. Okay.
Then I guess it's just a matter of...
Okay.
Meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet
See,
chambers.
chat, I told you they were going to
Sounds like
call
our
us
cue.
like the freaking intercom. Unfortunately,
Here
they
we
didn't
go.
call us by name. I'm excited. Let's go. Wee! Ba-da-na-na-na. Wee! Ba-da-na-na-na.
Captain.
Wee!
Congratulations on
Ba-da-na-na-na.
joining the ranks of the
Whee!
Vanguard.
Aw, I was hoping I could bug out in the elevator and get sent to space. Just shoop! Where's Hadrian? Why is Hadrian so slow? Androsia, come on. Hurry up or Hadrian's gonna spawn inside of you. Unbelievable. Oh, she might already be in there due to the loading. Let's do this then. Let's clear up some of these now. And then we're not really leveling super fast, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue to use this save until there's a significant distance between that original, which I think is either from before New Game Plus or just after, and then we'll create an additional new save.
Your abilities are truly amazing.
Chat, if only I could put my
You
hands
must be
behind
the
my back
captain
and stand at
Hadrian mentioned in
attention.
her
Oh,
report. You have our
Give
thanks
more
for the risks
immersion.
you faced in securing this information.
Thanks don't keep my ship fueled, ma'am. Chat, we can't be toxic. We're here to ask for permission, right? So I guess we can't really be, it won't go well. Just following orders. Be sure your commanding officer hears that you've done them satisfactorily. Okay? Hadrian made it clear that addressing this issue required the utmost urgency.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's terrormorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives.
Yes.
A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories.
Yes.
UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
Hadrian's the one with the grand plans. We need the archival data to find a way to stop possible terrormorph apocalypse. We're still trying to figure out what we're facing. We can't make an informed decision without the data.
That is something to consider. Though we also have to take into account the nature of the data you require.
Okay.
Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, terrormorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium.
I would also ask, how many deaths the cabinet requires to act? 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we?
Sheesh.
And while there should be no
chat,
doubt,
y'all got some
the
popcorn
preservation of
you
life
can
stands
share?
paramount among this
Anybody got
body's
some popcorn,
duties.
bruh?
Chief Yassine has
It's
a point.
getting
Will a single attack,
getting interesting
however
in this
troubling,
bitch.
be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this terrormorph seem at all alarming to you?
Did you just ask me if a single terrormorph seemed alarming to me? Yes, it seemed alarming. It soaked up bullets like a sea sponge soaks up water. What? No ma'am, nothing special to report. I only know what I was told. It's tissue match ones from Londinian.
Just taking her word for it as well, then.
So it would seem.
Chat, we're
So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
I might have made an incorrect decision there. The archives are fated to be open. Support our cause and do what you know is right. Madam President, if it were me, I would grant the request. The archives or I wouldn't, okay? Personally, I would wait. We don't yet have enough information. Yes, if the fear is the data being weaponized, the Terrormorph program failed. The data is not dangerous. If there's a chance what happened on Tau Ceti could happen elsewhere, we need to grant the request. The archives are fated to be open. Support our cause and do what you know is right.
I can't help but agree with the captain. Attempting to open the archives, it seems like the right way forward.
It does, doesn't it? All right.
What the fuck did I just do? Yo, chat, did I just use a Jedi mind trick? Wait, chat, do Starborn have Jedi mind trick powers? Oh, this is about to get... Oh, I love this.
withdraw my objection.
I definitely love this.
Let us
Oh,
trust
I'm glad
fate.
we didn't start over with a new character.
We were all lucky you were here today, Captain.
Chat, if we do new character,
and
we're
I
getting
are in
to
agreement,
NG+
Chief
as quickly as possible, but we're
So
going to make
if
sure we
there
get
are
the
no other objections,
manipulation amp
I
and
believe
stuff
we
too
can
for
agree
a
to
free
give
skill.
our full backing to make the request to...
What
What was that?
Attention. Attention. An incident has occurred. Facility lockdown engaged.
Sarkin, what?
Is
Chat, you know what I just realized? We can't use that. We don't have to fight one off rip, I don't think, so we're gonna need to use this first.
Been an attack at the spaceport. Terrormorphs.
Terrormorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God.
Oh no.
You know what would you know what would have been perfect for this scene, chat? And I thought this the first time through, but I don't remember if I said anything at the time. The perfect thing to happen right now is for one of the terrormorphs attacking the port to just come like just blasting through that blast shield and just start ripping. Yeah, chat.
there must be
that's
another
what we need.
explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming, and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am. Captain, I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
Ladies, let's go. Autobots, roll out. Can y'all get out of the elevator, please? Or are y'all all trying to go downstairs too? Is that what's happening right now? Everyone chat. The guards are panicking. Everyone's screaming. There should be a lot more screaming.
You! The EM rifle, grab it! Now!
Stop! We're trying to help you!
No, no! Hold on, chat.
Got one!
Can you shoot? Wait, chat, why are we... Can we not reload? Oh my god, chat.
Lights out on.
Can you please stop shooting them down like that? Modified. Okay.
Now hit 'em with
which
everything
one of
you've
you?
got.
You might be.
Here, I have something for you.
Oh, thanks.
Yes. Well, it's...
Please
I
be
saw
credits.
it earlier and thought you might...
Thank you for thinking of me.
Of course. We are partners. I will keep an eye out in the future.
Yeah, and Dracia just gives you money, chat.
Shoot to disable! Fire!
Yes?
Straight gear.
If I can take a few things, I will.
Inventory. Weapons. Where's the new guy? Andreja, don't kill people. Shoot them with your electromagnetic weapon, okay? Yes. Okay. She should be rocking that now, I think. No? She's rocking her. Whatever. Okay. These guys are not going to be asleep forever.
It's in my head!
I don't know why it's not reloading properly. Okay. 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 Chat.
Thank you for what you did.
I need to get an EM weapon that's rapid fire,
Want to hurt them.
or the ability to
The way
modify
those
this
people
one
were acting.
to
I've seen this before.
automatic
They were
fire.
under the terrormorph's influence, weren't they?
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them,
I'm
get
so
them on the
congested.
train to
Sorry,
get them out of
chat.
harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic
Interesting.
projection. Some terrormorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire, and keep that EM weapon at the ready.
Okay. Sounds like we need to
Let's do
hustle.
That's unlocked.
We can't help them. Okay, Andreja is not using the weapon that I gave to her, right?
What did you need? I have never been...
Oh. Okay.
So...
Okay. Wait, chat. I may have found. Asking you shall receive. This is actually... So this puts people to sleep then?
Yes. Goodbye.
Alright, let's go. This seems like it's an assault rifle, chat.
Oh God, no time to waste, Captain. Stash the EM and pull some firepower. Let's move.
What do I want to use? You're 11 mil. Is there anything that I'm running right now running 11 mil? It's just this.
Units are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
There! Shoot it! Shoot it! You might back up. Just stand there. Good! Back up!
Okay. That's doing no damage. That's not good.
Good one. Damn! I'm hit!
Our experts. We've got the remaining creatures locked down.
Nice!
Barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before. Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men.
I need all of your
Put those
supplies.
things down and do it fast.
How much ammo do you guys have?
As best we can.
Where's the dead guys? I need their bodies. What's up, Fire Team Charlie?
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word.
Ghastly,
we're
Chad,
out
I
there
missed
on your
it.
6.
You two have any experience with terrormorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here. But we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us.
Are you sure you're not going to turn on us? We're afraid not.
We're not afraid. But we'll stay here and hold the line if that's what you want. You're the experts. Your call. We're on the line.
Okay, chat, I want them there. I don't trust them. You can't even give a basic guarantee that they won't turn on us. I'm not. Chat, I'm going to look through here real
Of course,
quick.
the United Colonies is paying close attention. Heaven forbid something escaped their notice.
At least my ship wasn't destroyed. I don't know why Vasco's just chilling there. Okay, we need to get some reloads in. And then I think I need to dump some weapons. I need to... Okay, so here's what's happening, chat. We just picked up a good new weapon. I need to have an EM weapon on standby at all times. So the drumbeat is officially gone. I don't like it. I mean, I do like it, chat, but the recoil, I gotta do something about the recoil before I use that regularly. I don't want to get rid of this. It's too good, chat. Now, advanced maelstrom. Uses 6.5 millimeter. It would expand what ammo types we need, chat. But I'm literally running 2 guns that use the same ammo type. I should get a dotted sight or even an ACOG sight for this, for stealth missions, and then this should be in the same interchangeable spot. They're the same brand, right? So, and then yeah, 50 MI versus. Okay, so that's gonna be that. We also have the Asha Tamer, which I don't think we're gonna need to use. So this is on Assassin's Grade, all right? We put Maelstrom. I'm gonna pull out the Maelstrom, chat. It's a good gun. Oh no, it has a scope, chat. Oh, this is perfect. I can get sneak attack damage. I just realized because I'm invis, chat.
You cannot beat me.
This sneak attack damage is just kind of crazy, though. Can't see it.
Move up! Keep the pressure! You can't hope to win.
What the fuck?
You're mine!
Wait. Shit, I thought this puts them to sleep.
I need a diversion!
Chat, this doesn't put them to sleep. You gotta be kidding me. Where is it? I'm sticking it on here. I don't give a shit. These dog shit guns, chat.
Are you prepared to die?
What is he doing?
I need cover now!
Why is someone throwing grenades from back there? Does he resist, Chad? Is that what's happening?
I cannot wait to kill you. You're not walking out of here. Keep their attention!
Do we have to kill him? Chat, can we not put him to sleep? Oh, chat, I remember now. Nope. I don't need him shooting me like that, to be honest. I gotta be careful.
Oh, God. Captain! Please help. You're going to be okay. It's not real. Whatever you're experiencing right now, it's not real. We have to put down that morph. Let's do this.
Join us. Join us.
That's the best you've got. It's here. Hide. Do it now.
Chat, all guns. All guns on deck. All guns on deck. This one will finish it. This guy's lucky he's alive.
Got some orders for us? Your call. We're on the line.
No, you came and interfered and almost got us killed. Jesus, dude. Alright, we reload everything. Last thing I need is them showing up and coming and shooting me in the back, like they just did. We're not gonna waste any more ammo from that, chat. Could go up there, chat.
Target down. Nice work, Captain.
Thanks.
What are we low on ammo for, chat? What were we using?
Never wished I'd been more wrong about a theory. Not in a million years. Another attack, just as we're making our... If this doesn't convince the cabinet to proceed...
Guess it's pretty lucky we were here, huh?
Almost hard to believe. Suppose we were just in the right place at the...
Right. Right. Okay, chat. Right place, right time. Right, chat? That happens. That happens, IRL, right? Okay, now I know why this does so much damage, chat. It's a single fire weapon. Which means we can technically get rid of the Grendel. Are there any weapons that I missed? I guess if we kill him, we can get that minigun, right?
guess they weren't kidding about you two. The universe put the right people in the right place.
You all help align your heroes here, not us. All in a day's work, Sergeant. Just remember who saved your tails.
Certainly doesn't feel like it.
I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Just glad we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the terrormorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Let's go, chat.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the
Chat,
all
we
clear
did it with
signal
minimal
before
loss of life,
exiting your
too.
homes. That is all.
Minimal loss of life. We didn't even, we actually put the people who were controlled to sleep this time instead of just taking out our gun and shooting them. It's crazy how it makes it so you can't kill civilians, technically, because otherwise, I think the way the game systems work, there would be no way. They don't have a way that what's it called? That you wouldn't gain a bounty from doing it. So they made it so that the civilians couldn't be killed because it was easier. I really wish they would have made it so that the civilians can be killed, and then added an additional conversation options with the cabinet, where the cabinet's like, how can we truly trust you when you so willingly killed, civilians, even though you were given the tools to not do
that
so.
power responsibly.
Thank you, gentlemen. Let your people all know how much we owe them today. Captain, Hadrian, it would appear that the cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today, as well as an apology. Your concerns about the terrormorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Of course.
Agreed, thank you.
I only wish we could have acted sooner. Now, today's events have only clarified our path forward in the eyes of the cabinet. You will have our full support in collecting the terrormorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major.
All it took was 3 terrormorphs in New Atlantis,
we
chat.
want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Of course she will.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Ow. Oh,
I'd be
chat.
honored.
Oh, that's not good.
Excellent.
That
but
one
as you
hurt.
both made clear,
Chat,
for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball.
Yeah, I don't think that's right.
Someone who knows precisely
That one hurt. Did
the
I
sorts
just
of
loosen a
dangers the
knot?
colonies and all the galaxy
I hope I'm
are
okay,
facing
chat.
right now. The cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative.
Chat, I wish we had the diplomacy skill already. One of these runs will be able to explore what the diplomacy skill would be saying here. Also, what are these popping up all over? There's no Ugh. If you're sure that's the wisest course of action, I can't be your representative. I'm just a Vanguard nobody.
We see your atypical background as a strength, not a hindrance. The people you'll be dealing with, they're rather atypical themselves.
Okay.
In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. So, will you help us? I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course,
Chat, this
won't
is
be
the quest
sending
line
you
that
in
you should
without
fast track in
the
any
proper
playthrough.
support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office
This is
of
where I buy
Interstellar
most of my weapons and
Affairs
ammo, and
will be your
discounted
guide
prices
on
would
gaining
be
access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United
Those creatures killed UC citizens. They're not killing anymore.
I'm gonna go check in with Chief Engineer Kulkarni. Start getting a plan together for that data.
The things we do here, the tech we develop, benefits all of humanity.
Hello.
Pardon?
Seen these orders. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require. That must make you my Vanguard captain.
Here we are, chat.
Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second in command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor.
Okay.
Accessing the terrormorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
It was a mutual agreement.
Hey, Flick. What's up?
I suppose you touch on the spirit of it. So, you also know then that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 armistice signatories.
Interesting.
UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun.
Now, the UC's already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
Right. Very funny. This is going to be hard enough already. It sure doesn't sound easy. What can you tell me about these codes?
No.
Can we forge them?
Each is a strip of several million random numbers generated on the fly based on biometric keys kept by each of the ambassadors on their person at all times. They're impossible to create without those keys, and those keys stay with the ambassadors, meaning we're accessing nothing if we can't get them on our side.
I couldn't agree more.
I think they'd be clamoring
However,
out, realistically.
both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varun? The good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable.
It sounds as though I will enjoy this.
Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
Who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Tell me about these other tools, then.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze.
UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen.
Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Maybe even convince to work with you. Yes, many. Don't steal anything. Don't get caught anywhere you're not supposed to. Absolutely do not harm anyone. If something goes wrong, we'll do our best to smooth things over, but I can't make any promises.
Understood. Hold on, chat. Give me a second, chat. Okay.
Name's Cameron Long. He's younger than Ratcliffe, bears less of a grudge towards the UC.
Okay.
He works closely with the ambassador, making him a promising source for information on the ins and outs of embassy life, and someone who very likely hates her guts. All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up, you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
Give me a second,
take
chat.
these.
I apparently
Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to
I don't know where
proceed
they're
in
coming
there.
from. I think someone's fruit is attracting mosquitoes into the house. Because these are mosquito bites, dude. The only thing that run my histamine up like this. It's so stupid. I hate insects so much. Actually, I need to take care of something first. Tell me about Ambassador Balmore of House Varun.
A challenge. When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here.
Okay.
He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
Well, these days, they're primarily considered a security threat. House Varun Zealots, a fundamentalist outshoot of the group that stayed behind when the rest retreated into seclusion, want nothing more than to send everyone. But that hasn't always been the case. After they ended the Serpent's Crusade about 70 years back, House Varun did take a real. It's why they have an embassy here in the first place, why they were included in the armistice, leaving behind, to our knowledge, just the ambassador and his duty under the armistice.
Okay.
Yes, just like us. How magnanimous of you.
Of course. But there is another wrinkle. We're not 100% sure Balmore's actually still alive.
Oh.
His public appearances were always rare. But it's been several years now since he last poked his head out.
Oh.
Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Oh.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
Right. What do I do if he's dead?
Then you search the embassy for his biometric key, collect your code piece, and we'll go about notifying his next of kin, if we can ever find them. But let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Wait, has no one actually been inside the embassy?
The embassy is still legally House Varun sovereign territory, so we've snuck in the occasional spy, of course, but the ambassador has proven more evasive than you'd expect for a man of his age. But we're quite sure he hasn't left the city. The man stands out.
Oh. What kind of life signs
The
did you
Varun
detect in the facility?
delegation brought more than a few of their native flora with them when they set up in the embassy. It seems those plants have been allowed to flourish, making it hard for us to verify what's flora and what's ambassador. I have no
I'll track
doubt.
him down.
Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side end. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy.
Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there, Captain.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am!
If you are free soon, could we talk?
Now's good.
I have been
I'm free
curious. I know that your role in Constellation was thrust upon you in an unusual way. But that experience does not demand that you stay.
She's not wrong, chat.
You could have delivered the artifact and then left. Why do you stay?
Why do I stay? Chat, why do I stay? Finding the artifacts is very,
Yes.
very important to me.
The idea of what they might represent has been motivating for many of the members. This is, after all, what Constellation is for. My past is complicated. And anyone in Constellation will tell you I do not speak much of it. But my family always stressed the importance of having a purpose in life. You must have a reason for being.
Why is Constellation meaningful
This
to you?
group of people, who by rights would
Ponyta
never
in chat if you play
associate
Pokemon
with one
community game.
another, has come together for a common cause.
Okay.
That is impressive on its own, before considering the magnitude of the work they have undertaken.
Okay.
The possibilities it holds.
Hopefully you leave a little time for fun too.
Fun is not a consideration. I am not saying I am incapable of it, it just should never be a priority over other things. When I first came to New Atlantis, I was shocked at how many people go about their business every day like drones.
Really?
They do their jobs, eat their food, sleep in their beds, all seemingly without concern for anything around them. Complacent.
Chat.
Their experience is so different from much
She's
of the
looking at
settled
all
systems.
of us.
They do not know how good they have it.
There's no way to know what someone
You
else is going through.
Believe I am too quick to judge. Perhaps that is so. Purpose cuts through adversity. I know that all too well. And these people seem to have no idea.
You've obviously been through a lot.
I have.
Yeah, chat, we'll do the you've been through a
There
lot.
have been times where I wondered whether it was worth it. My family is unique within the settled systems. I grew up outside the bounds of the United Colonies, or the Freestar Collective. My parents, and their parents before them, did not believe anyone outside our family could be trusted or relied upon. You can imagine, I am sure, how existence without ties to others is challenging in space.
Yes. Sounds like a terrible way to live. It's not a life I'd choose for myself. Getting by on your own is
It
admirable.
has certainly proven
We'll
valuable.
stick with the getting by on your own is admirable.
Saved me. A few times, without question. For now, though, it would seem you and I have found purpose in Constellation. I believe that is enough. I am pleased that we have common cause, and have enjoyed our time together. Thank you.
Gotta check something, chat. Do. Okay. Okay. I've never really explored the embassy, chat.
Okay. Hello. Did you actually go down there and fight those things?
Yes. It was very fun.
Yes? What?
Did you actually go down there and fight those things?
Yes. Again, yes. I hate it here. Speaking of drones, chat. Speaking of drones. Oh, man. All right. Lobby, Commander Tool's office. I love how Commander Tool's office is in the lobby. That's toxic, chat. He should have his own space for recruits and recruiting recruits.
Keeping the skies safe out there?
No, actually. Making them more dangerous. These jump jets are so good, chat. I hope the Starborn suit upgrades every time you New Game Plus. That'd be super useful.
You are a visitor? You'll find the ambassador. You're good. Proceed inside.
As he creepily stares at me. Hi, Andresia. You know what, chat? Before we do ambassador stuff, I'm actually gonna go to Lodge. We'll talk to Vlad while we're here. I'm gonna pick up Sarah. Chat, it's Sarah time. We're gonna test things. Let's see how this goes. If it gets to a point, chat, we'll just dismiss her. I don't. Sarah gets another try. It's only fair. Vasco's on the ship. Barrett's on the ship. Particle beam weapon systems. Starship engineering. She's theft. What does Sarah have? Leadership. Honestly, Andresia's probably the better person to have with us. I wish you could take multiple companions with you. How do I want to do this? You know what, chat?
Again, who do you think will be the first to ask us questions? Mateo or Noel?
It's been quiet. As much as I love uncovering, stay safe, okay?
Okay, Vlad, what's up?
Good luck out there on the fringe. Keep both eyes on the back while you're out. Lucky I noticed the...
Okay. Taking Sam with us.
Late at night in dive bars. Sometimes about things they've seen that they just... I've heard of things like the Star.
They're a lot realer than
Ain't
you
that
think.
the truth? So the obvious question is, what the hell are they?
Chat, we're gonna take Sam with
Everyone's
us.
gonna be thinking
Forget
aliens,
Sarah.
but maybe not.
Sorry,
Their ships
I'm
were
just
incredible,
not.
but they still felt like ships. They had engines, weapons. I think I even made out a grav drive. If they were really alien, I would just expect it to be more alien, you know? I mean, it could be some secret Freestar, Varun, or UC tech, but I don't know. Exactly. I'm gonna throw out another wild stab in the dark theory. Here's the hypothetical. Centuries ago, some brainiac scientists, but they go way, way once they get there, they make a few lucky breakthroughs, and their science. I could see them getting further, faster,
And hence becoming Starborn. It's definitely a theory.
If I got it right, then you owe me a steak dinner. One way or the other, we are not. And that's... Any day you make it through as a victim, Cora will be thrilled.
Such a shame. I'm afraid we have had all the best adventures already, Sam.
No adventure? Well, we'll find some hijinks then. Maybe a shenanigan or two.
I'll take shenanigans, chat.
You have my attention.
You need something? Yep.
Let's go. I actually need you, bud. We might pick up Andresia before we leave. We'll see how, Free Star Collective code should be within walking distance of the lodge. Maybe. I have contusions. We'll deal with the contusions, chat. Don't worry about it. Aid. We have stuff for contusions.
They have mixers for expats at the embassy every now and then. Only place you can get some good old Aquila City beer.
Chat, this is why we're bringing Sam. I never thought about that in our first playthrough. We really should be bringing specific people for specific things, right? Anytime we're going on stealth and stuff like that, if we are going to bring someone, it's going to be Andrasia. But more likely than not, we'll be going by ourselves because companions, chat, they just end up aggroing enemies and then you have a problem.
Always good to get back to Freestar soil, even if it is surrounded by New Atlantis.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby, offices, or conference room. That means you.
Luckily, you've got some Freestar security in here too, so I don't need the vending machine. Y'all got any tablets for me? Any tidbits of info? Let's look around, chat. Huh.
Terrormorphs? As in more than one? All that's...
Holy shit, I ain't never getting used to that.
UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am.
I will throw a grenade in here.
I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
This building is Freestar's.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
Here. We're the law.
Smelling lady wants to stop the terrormorph attacks. Well, I got a deal for you. We'll do this in a run, chat. We'll what are you? We'll do this. Eventually we'll do this. We'll do that on a troll
You're the one
run.
McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives.
Including yours.
Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terrormorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right.
Ambassador, I can't emphasize
I'm using
how important
Samco,
this is.
chat.
And who might you... Oh, I recognize that face. You're a Co, aren't you? Didn't you run away to help that little explorers club?
Really? An explorers club. Ma'am, I've signed up to help my friend here, who's looking to stop a whole heap of needless pain and suffering. Imagine if this happened in Aquila City, or Neon. The results would be bad, or, let's be honest here, far, far worse. We owe it to our people to do something.
It's a disturbing thought, Mr. Co. And while it is my job
I tried,
to protect
chat.
the people of the collective,
I brought my secret weapon.
the way to do that, I believe, is clear. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go?
Theft it is. I know what it is you want. Oversight. Monitors will observe all research. Now give me my code.
Will oversee the research. Guess that takes the whole trust us component out of play, doesn't it? That does seem like a workable idea.
I like the Starborn options, chat.
You'll get what you want.
Hashtag
Follow me.
speedrun. Hashtag speedrun. Well, that was easy. I like being Starborn, chat. I could get used to this. Chat, I think she's having a little bit of trouble finding a path. Okay. I think she's confused. I really hope this didn't bug out. Where is... Nope, don't want to hurt her. Anti-gravity field 2.
For the love of God, stop!
Okay, well, definitely didn't mean to do that. Is no longer following you. I'm pretty sure Samco decided that he hates us and probably would have started attacking us too, and we would have had to kill him. Lol, imagine being a level 1 ambassador. Keck W. Alright, chat, let's try this again.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby, offices, or conference room.
Always good to get back to Freestar soil, even if it is surrounded by New Atlantis.
Security, and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from
I'm gonna save your
SSN
chat.
broadcast.
Just out of curiosity, we'll try it. Since it may go to the same place, chat, let's try it. These are both today, aren't they?
We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
Sounds like it was a real mess down at the space.
I'm sorry. Do you have... Ah, you're the one. You have my thing. Now, that now the use... I can only presume.
Chat, I'm actually gonna be toxic
Excuse
here.
me. Let me be frank, Captain. I will not be the one...
We'll speed run through this. We're still gonna do Starborn.
Oversee the... Fine. You'll get...
Yeah, we went through a different thread, so we can't really explore that right now. Now, please, please, please. Thank God she didn't bug out pathfinding. She walked straight into a corner and never left, chat.
They tell me it should only take a moment. And there.
How on earth do you do that?
Don't make me regret this, Captain.
Okay. How do I get out of here? Alright, chat. So, oversight. We're cool with that. We have no problem with Freestar Collective oversight on the data. It keeps everyone honest. So, I don't mind that. Okay. Now, quest-wise. Quest-wise. Further into the unknown. Happy Gift Sub Saturday, chat. But Noxie Kazama has never been in here. One of the unfortunate... Okay. House of Runes archival code feels like another day. Yeah, that feels like another day thing. What's background checks? Talk to Dalton. Okay. Shadows of Neon. Shoot. Okay. Oh. That's good for weapons and stuff, but it just... Chat, this doesn't hit the same this run. I think we're going to skip that this run. I don't think we're going to do that. We've got powers. Okay. Okay. Chat, we know what we're doing. Let's go back into the save menu and do another overwrite. All right. Chat. If you are currently watching in the future right now on the good old YouTube, this is going to be the end of your VOD. If you're watching on Twitch, please stick around. We're going to keep going, but I need to take a bio break, and that's going to be the end of the UC Focus content, at least for today's episode for the most part. So, like I said, if you're watching in the future on YouTube, appreciate you guys. If you've made it this far, please consider subscribing to the channel, dropping a like on the video. YouTube frogs, hey, we'll see you next time. UC BRB, because we're making another episode today. But if you're watching in the future on YouTube, you'll see the next episode tomorrow, and we'll see you then. Bye, YouTube.